and we expect those of you who are signed up for this online course to spend a week on each module. How many hours each week for the readings and other things that I'll describe is very much up to you. But our assumption is it'll take you 3 to 5 hours at least each week to complete the materials in each module. The first module introduces the idea of social responsibility as a process. That is, what does it mean for a real estate developer to be socially responsible in any particular setting or particular project context? Module 2 looks at environmental impact assessment. How producing an environmental impact assessment is part of meeting a developer's social responsibilities. Module 3 looks at social impact assessment, a different form and a different focus of analysis on what the likely impacts are of a project that a developer is contemplating. Module 4 looks at a case study. The case study is Forest City, which is between Malaysia and Singapore, a very large-scale project, and we'll look at how EIA and SIA were handled, and we'll look at what that means with regard to the way in which the developer, called Country Garden, pursued its social responsibilities in this particular case. And the final module is called Applying EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment, and SIA, Social Impact Assessment, in a socially responsible manner, with a particular focus on how to interact with communities that are likely to be affected by what the developer has in mind. So those are the 5 modules. Each module has a series of elements or components. First, there's a short animation, and you'll meet our cast of animated characters who will appear at the beginning of each module, the key players in any large-scale real estate development. And after the animation, there's a series of mini lectures in which I try to lay out the theory and practice that goes with each of the topics covered in each module. Third, there are a series of readings, minimal number of pages, very carefully selected, not very elaborate, but important to know who's written what are the major ideas, what are the major techniques that go with each of the modules. And there's a short commentary on each reading to help direct your attention to the most important points you should take from each of the readings. Next, there's an assignment, a written assignment that asks you to put yourself in a situation like the case of the story or the material presented in each of the modules. And you're asked to write 1 or 2 pages as if you were a player in a large-scale real estate development. Then you'll see a debrief, that is a discussion that I have with several of my MIT students who've just done the same assignment, handed in the material, and I'm talking to them the same way I would talk with any of you taking the course from wherever you might be located. You'll see conversations with developers who've done quite a bit of large-scale real estate development around the world, and I'll be talking with them to get at their view of social responsibility in light of their experiences. So, I hope you enjoy all the modules. I'll be seeing a lot more of you as we move along.